Would it be the inside wheel or outside wheel to make it drift?
The wheel with the pressure on it, so the inside wheel.
Inside. So they can send 100% of power, 100% of half the power to that wheel, if that makes sense, to help it slide out.
That's
and
breaking my brain a little bit.
Use that. What?
100% of half the power?
Yeah.
So they can send half the power.
So you can split it. Yes.
Okay.
So you can split. They split the power. They split some of the power only to the rear wheels, and then you can take all of that power just to the one side.
Gotcha.
So that's you can put 100% power to one wheel,
but you can only send like 50% of it to the rear.
Gotcha.
So it'd be 100% of that 50%.
Understood.
Wait, so you're just saying 50%? So that's just.
Well, what I said made sense.
But it sounds cooler to say 100% of the 50%.
Welcome to episode 41 of the Third Pedal Podcast. I'm Zach.
I'm Jacob.
And I'm Tyler.
And I'm Dad.
Welcome back.
We have Dad back this week, which is super exciting. Happy Cyber Monday, Cyber Week, whatever it is now.
Oh yeah, that's when this is gonna.
Yeah.
We're recording this on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and obviously we're in our bunker, as you can see.
We're in hiding.
But to celebrate Cyber Monday, Cyber Week, whatever, any orders placed this week, we're gonna send free stickers out with. So place your orders, thirdpedalpodcast.com. To celebrate, we have a special unboxing for Tyler.
Unbagging, I guess.
Unbagging. Yes. This is the inconspicuous packaging. I'll have to blur addresses. That'll come for orders and stuff. But yeah, just big blurry box. But anyway, Tyler's going to unbag some stuff live on air because his gift came late, but here we are. That would have been catastrophic.
Yeah. All right.
What do we got here?
This is the Third Pedal Podcast. I think this is the hoodie.
Yeah, how is it?
Nice.
OG, right? Is that called the OG hoodie?
Yes, the OG
Available at
hoodie.
thirdpedalpodcast.com/shop.
What's the logo? Did they just ship one thing? Oh.
Huh? In this bag? Oh, yeah, no, there's more stuff in the bag.
Oh, there is. Okay. I was like, wait.
He's panicking for a second.
Yeah.
This is sweet.
Nice.
Yeah, this feels really nice.
I love the hoodies. They're super soft and they're long too. You know,
Yeah.
some hoodies are like kind of short.
Yeah. It
So
doesn't
these-
shrink in the
Nice.
washer dryer either.
Right. Yeah. The pre-shrunk. Is that true? Can we say that?
I don't know. It seems like it's
Seems
pre-shrunk. It doesn't seem to shrink.
Virtually pre-shrunk. I learned that in marketing, virtually you
It's
can use
anti-shrunk.
to negate any other claim that you're making. If you just say virtually first, then they can't hold you to it.
Oh, okay. Well,
Virtually
We're
pre-shrunk.
going to find out, I guess.
Don't sue me, bro.
so there's the hoodies available on thirdpedalpodcast.com. Tyler's got our
Alright.
personal favorite product now.
Finally. Got the This Is My Garage shirt.
Finally,
Excellent.
he had some sass on that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Primed to
Yes,
get
dude.
dirty.
This is going to be sweet, too,
Very
because I have to
good.
do the coolant. I got to find a coolant link on
Oh.
my golf right now.
There we go.
So
All right.
This is
You
going to
can
be
dye your
neon
shirt
pink
with
pretty
coolant.
soon.
There we go. I think there's, yeah.
Yep.
This one I'm so excited to see.
Ooh.
Ooh, is this a
The
first
first
ever?
one we've seen in. We've got
One of one.
Yeah.
the beanie.
All right.
Ooh, dude, this actually is
Embroidered beanie.
really
Can I see it?
nice.
Show the people.
Seen it in person. Ooh.
Show the
I
people.
like, yeah,
This
show the
looks
people.
great.
Show the people.
Do like a weird close crop.
Yeah. Just like I'll zoom into this.
Can you put it on or will that kill the hair?
It'll kill the hair.
Ah, damn.
Yeah.
We'll
next time.
Photoshop
I'll
it
wear
on.
it next
Photoshop
Yeah, just
it on his head.
Yes.
There we go.
Dang.
But anyway, happy birthday, Tyler.
Thank
But
you.
yeah,
Dude, I'm
thirdpedalpodcast.com. If you guys check it out, we have all the beanies, hoodies, all this other stuff on there. But any orders placed this week, you'll get stickers mailed to you as
Do we
well.
have stickers on the website now too?
No,
You can. Oh,
they're made by yours truly.
well, yeah, that's what was my question. How are you going to get Are you going to separately mail them stickers?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
so they will not come in the same package.
No.
They probably will beat that other
They
package.
will beat it for sure.
So you get your stickers first, get you all
So,
excited, and then
but yeah.
your clothes will arrive.
Thirdpedalpodcast.com. Check it out. Happy Cyber Week. We are currently just before our Thanksgiving feast and post food coma. So
Yeah, now's the
That's where we're
time for you got me thinking about turkey. I lost my train of thought. Now's the time for, Christmas is coming up. So this is a great gift,
Mhm.
right? Get your friends, get your mom. If she wants a Third Pedal Podcast hoodie, super comfy. Our mom, I mean, not that I think every mom does the same, but our mom listens to our podcast. I know your mom probably does too. So
every mom listens to our podcast.
I think so. I think so. So yeah. Speaking of gifts, Nissan has gifted us something very, very special. Have you guys seen this?
It's
First
hard
of
to
all,
tell.
the
No.
Nissan 400Z, I would say that's a gift from
Yep.
Nissan to all
Yeah,
of us,
for sure.
especially as a former Z owner myself. Have you seen the 400Z?
No.
You haven't seen the
I
new Z?
have not.
Really?
Okay, we might have to start with that.
Ooh.
Well, they
Detour.
remade the Z, the like 240Z. as like a modern car.
Excellent.
It's so cool.
Okay.
Just high level stuff for anybody else who hasn't seen it. So it's twin turbo V6, standard 400 horsepower. Comes standard manual 6-speed transmission, rear wheel drive, and the styling of it. Let me just look up.
So what is it supposed to be, a GTR killer?
No, it's just the remake of the Z car. So like it looks, body line, style, and
that.
everything is like the old
Mhm.
240, 280, 260.
Yep.
That's a concept one. This is like what it actually looks like though.
Yeah, look, they got captured the style of the
Yeah.
Yeah.
teardrop
did,
back end.
The
And
back end
everything's
is sweet.
kind of like muted,
Yeah.
you know, because
Yeah.
it's all
Yeah.
like very,
Right.
there's
Yeah.
not a lot of extra lines that don't need, even this like fake brick duct thing, just
Yeah.
like,
Mhm.
They even got the character of like it doesn't have the circle lights anymore,
So-
but it kind of has the same feel.
that's cool.
Right.
So they made it better already. That's the gift. So they've got,
That's the gift.
this is the ZGT4 race car. So they just announced this at SEMA. So it's slightly increased in horsepower, 450 horsepower. They just added 50 horsepower. It's like intake, light tune stuff,
Yeah.
exhaust, stuff like that. Looks crazy.
Really?
Yeah. I'm sorry, you can't see my screen from all the way
can't.
over there. I'm just gonna do
Yeah.
a little tilt a whirl for you.
There you go.
Ooh.
So,
Oh.
Okay.
so it's got
Track
track
backlights are
track
so cool on
setup.
that.
For, I
Yeah.
mean, it's track ready. So it's a real GT4 car. It's going to be competing. Let's see. So it's Nismo tuned. Yeah, they've got here. You can see a little more to the.
Ooh, it comes caged.
Yep. There's the
Cage,
engine
twin
bay.
intercoolers.
Dude, that engine
You
looks
got
like it's
full
like
cage.
it looks like it's like an aftermarket
It's
built
interior.
engine.
Yeah.
That's insane.
So
with the silicon
totally
like,
stripped
hose things.
Look at
dash
that.
like it's literally
Yeah.
just
Ooh.
like so
Whoa.
it's legitimate track car and you can buy
That's
this now.
awesome.
Unfortunately, it's not street legal, so
Oh.
you
That
can't
makes
buy
sense.
to drive it. But it's also $230,000.
So
Yeah.
we'll
So
put that
it's
in the
not
same
like,
category.
Well,
That
do I want the Nismo or should I get the performance pack?
So, like,
Yeah,
so
right,
if you want
right.
to,
Putting the-
if you don't care about street legal, you can get this or the Elantra N that we looked at a couple weeks ago. Those are both in the same.
good foreshadow.
Elantra
So
N.
so yeah,
We have a story to tell you.
we'll get to that.
Sorry.
So the ZGT4, so that it's a legitimate race car.
Awesome.
That's built out
Beautiful.
of the Z. Looks awesome. I think it's really going to help the Z take off too. Like cause it's hard introducing a new car, right? Like a new or re-bringing back
Yeah.
a car like Super and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
they'll get to put it out. It's going to be racing in amateur and pro real track events,
That's awesome.
GT Cup
Yeah.
type of stuff. So I think that's going to help
That's
with
really
performance modifications
Yep.
and popularity and like
Yeah.
all the other
Well,
really
it's
cool
a,
stuff.
it's like from factory. It looks incredible.
cool. Mhm.
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
wait to see what people do to it. Like
Mm-hmm.
it can only go up.
There's some kits already. I
Yeah.
think Tyler Hunt. I think
Okay.
Hunt Designs. I think he's got a kit for it already. I want to say.
Cool.
There's some cool stuff.
That's
some
awesome.
cool stuff coming. I don't know if that's coming through the mics.
I don't think it will. These are
Okay,
pretty
we're
tight.
good.
Is there a price tag associated? Because we looked at that Civic, the factory race car Civic.
Did you not hear me mention the price?
No, I don't think you said it yet.
I did.
Oh, it's a lot.
$230,000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm-
different than the
a little different.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna have. Like, I wonder if it's no, it's
Not in the same
at all.
ballpark. No.
It's a little
Yeah.
more power then.
Yeah.
The side
Yeah.
note of that too is so it has 50 more horsepower than a normal one.
Yeah.
So their 400, their Nissan 400Z has 400 horsepower.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Isn't that cool?
Nice.
I think the
Oh.
350 and the 370 followed that too.
Really?
Yeah.
You think that there's no
Weird.
way the 350 had 350?
Oh, you're gonna call me on it, aren't you?
Yeah, I have to. There's no shot.
Google it.
Yeah, I think it was probably like mid twos.
Was that
Wasn't
even
it?
turboed?
No,
No, it's-
313.
No.
Oh, wow.
Really?
It's a V6.
Yeah, but it's
Okay.
a
It's
V6.
a 3.5 liter V6
I guess.
Oh,
from
okay.
Nissan.
Yeah, that's easy.
So then look up the
300
370.
TV. Yep.
$332 to $350. I don't know why there's a difference.
Weird.
Probably up.
Oh, like the
just
Nismo
the
one.
year range? No, yeah.
Weird.
332.
Well, now you
So
know.
Nissan
That was only out for a few years, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Missed
They messed
opportunity.
up there
Yeah.
with the.
Missed opportunity.
But they didn't do. I mean, I had a 280 and that thing had 80 horsepower, so they didn't exactly follow
what
that trend.
what did you say the 350
Never-
had?
313.
Oh, yeah. Well,
That's what
a Nissan 313Z doesn't really have the same ring.
True.
To it, so.
Right.
They
Well,
probably.
it's a 3.5. It's a 3.5. That's why it's 350
Oh,
because it's a 3.5
that
liter.
makes a
V6.
lot more
Okay,
sense.
you know what's irritating
But-
about that?
But the Nissan 400 is not a 4-liter, right?
No, it's a
Say your thing.
something.
What's
definitely
really
not.
irritating?
What's irritating is that used to be BMW's thing.
Oh, dude.
And then they just,
Right.
I don't know what happened, but they just completely lost
Yeah.
it
No, it's
entirely.
smaller.
Yeah,
it's
no,
a
the
3
numbers mean
liter.
nothing.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
at all.
3 liter.
A
3 liter?
3 liter in the
Interesting.
400Z. 3 liter twin turbo though. So smaller.
I
engine,
prefer that
smaller
Yeah.
displacement
way more.
with more
Higher
compression.
RPM.
Yep.
Higher RPM, yeah.
Interesting.
That's sweet.
Well,
though.
that's
That
cool.
thing's gotta sound awesome.
It probably sounds like a GTR.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
we
100%.
listened to the. Nope. What am I thinking of? Well, we did the car exhaust quiz
Exhaust quiz. Yeah.
with the everybody guessed GTR right away,
Yeah.
except
Yeah,
for us. So it'll probably. I'm guessing it's going to sound like that,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well,
Hopefully.
aren't they
Mhm.
discontinuing the GTR?
and it's manual though, so you get the nice like
Yeah.
the
love that.
little the
It's like a
time in
driver's
between
car.
shifts. You get the pops.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
get like the blow off valve sounds.
Yeah.
and then it is a
But
driver's
it
car.
looked
yeah.
like the GT4. Did you say it was? It looked like that one wasn't manual.
You're probably right.
That one looked like it probably had a dual clutch.
Mm.
Yeah, you're right. It's paddle shifted.
Yeah, which makes
Yeah.
sense for $230,000.
Hmm.
If if
Does
it's
it
an
though?
actual, yeah, if it's
Right.
an actual track
Yeah.
car,
If you want to
yeah.
win races.
Yeah, that's all that thing was built for.
Oh, you gonna throw it down against stick shift?
Hey,
now?
let me just
Okay, two guys who don't have manual cars in this podcast.
hey, you're right. But one more, just since we're talking about automatic and manual. So Volkswagen also debuted a pretty cool car at SEMA. You're looking at me like this is gonna be a joke. It's not.
No,
It's a cool
no,
car.
I'm excited
Like,
because
kidding me?
yeah, for a
So,
while
we all have known and loved the Jetta GLI,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Back in the day, like the early 2000s ones. They
Yeah.
had the cool
You
cloth
had
Recaro.
GLI, didn't you?
No,
Really?
Yours was a VR6.
yeah, mine was a VR6,
Oh,
but
it
it was
wasn't GLI though. Like GLS or something.
yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the GLI had the cloth Recaros, the flat bottom steering wheel, like
Yeah.
it's just cooler styling.
Yep.
The I think they're only 18s, but they look like huge,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
cool wheels and everything. So the GLI they've still made. It's still like their performance model of the Jetta, but it hasn't really been super special. So they tested out a GLI performance concept at SEMA this year. So
Ooh.
it's slightly tuned up. It's 350 horsepower. It's
Wow.
tuned by Redline.
Wow.
It's got Recaro bucket seats, a 6-speed manual transmission
Sweet.
with a stronger clutch. So pretty cool stuff.
is it still front wheel drive?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So this is a little bit more focused on like it's like the GTI's.
Is it
Bigger
like a
brother sort of
consumer
It
thing?
seems like it's probably a Civic.
So it's a
be like a
concept
Civic
right
competitor.
now.
Mm.
They are not putting it into production. I mean, they still sell the GLI.
Yeah.
So you can like look at it's not from the factory. It's not a different engine.
Mm.
So you can make this pretty easily with the Recaro seats
Oh.
and stuff like that.
Okay.
It's mostly styling, but look at the Recaros. They're just
Ooh,
so sweet looking.
Nice.
Oh, like
Yeah.
legit. Like fixed back bucket
actual.
seats.
Yeah, they're the pole
Wow.
positions, pole
Yeah.
position Recaros. And
Is it just? Is it still the same? Whatever they're at, Mark 8 exterior.
yes.
Okay.
If this is
Yeah.
what you're talking about,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
market.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, so cool style. I don't know why this isn't showing me the. Sorry, I thought this was the one that was showing me all the photos. There's one that. Oh, come on.
I feel like I don't know.
Here we go.
This might make
You can
some
see
people,
the wrap here.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
So it's got some exterior styling stuff too.
I like the wheels.
They've got
The
they
new
do, like-
turbo fans, those are sick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
they've increased cooling, like or decreased cooling. I don't know. Front mount intercooler,
Made
oil
cooling
cooler.
more efficient.
Yeah, cooling efficiency. They did a stuff on the rear bumper to pull heat away from the brakes on both sides, or front and back.
You know,
So
they got
pretty
the
cool.
vacuum ducts there on the behind.
Yeah, they did some stuff to it. So yeah, it's not a production vehicle that they're making right now. It's just sort of a concept. Just to, I think it's more to push some of the Volkswagen stuff into the performance.
Yeah, that's
Category.
cool.
a little
Performance,
bit more,
less
'cause
like
it's kinda-
stance and slamming and stuff.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
kind of cool. It's sort of funny too. Like a lot of these brands are like committing to only electric and all this other stuff. And then everyone goes to SEMA and is like, hey, look at our
Yeah.
new tune thing.
Yeah, right.
It's encouraging. It's kind of cool though. That's interesting to have that with 350 horsepower. That's a lot of horsepower in a.
It's got to be a fun car to drive.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure. Yeah, it's actually the same base. If I believe this is correct, I believe it's the same base engine as my S3. It's the EA 888.
Oh,
I think mine's the EA 888R.
okay.
So
Interesting.
mine comes standard with 292 something
Yeah.
horsepower, and this one comes standard with 228 horsepower.
Wow.
So they've
Oh.
increased it quite a bit.
That's
Right.
a lot.
Up to 350.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
So yeah, they definitely juiced it up quite a bit. But yeah, it's
Very
a
cool.
it's a nice strong engine.
I wonder
That's
what that would
very
feel like.
Any
I
engine
don't.
compartment shots?
I just don't
No.
feel like
No.
front wheel drive would.
Keep that in wraps.
More, yeah, right.
It's
I feel like
SEMA.
it just being front wheel drive would be
you
a
only
little
have to do this
strange.
stuff on
Yeah.
paper.
Like nearing 400
To
horsepower to
qualify.
just the front wheels.
Yeah.
is kind of weird.
Civic territory.
Yeah, exactly. It would be a good Civic competitor. I was going to say that you just make it all wheel drive.
Yeah.
But then you're basically just driving an S4. And
Well,
if you think about
no,
it,
you'd
they're-
be competing. It's the same size as the S3. So
so
they
you'd be-
couldn't
it
really
would
do
be
an
a-
all-wheel drive one because
Yeah,
they don't
'cause it
make
would
the
be an
S3
S3.
manual.
Yeah.
So it would be
Oh.
like a manual
Oh,
S3. That would be cooler.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
fair.
They're pretty nice.
Yeah. I don't know.
It'd be
I just
sweet.
feel like
It'd be really sweet.
Yeah.
But they'd be shooting themselves in the foot.
yeah. I just feel like any car.
Audi's like, fun.
Yeah. I don't really have a lot of experience because I haven't driven almost any cars that are just front wheel drive with like a lot of horsepower.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I don't know. I feel like front wheel drive with over 300 would feel kind of strange. Because I've driven like we've been in like your Impreza.
Yeah.
Is over. It's an Impreza, right?
WRX.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Same thing.
It's the same thing.
Yeah. So but that has over 300, right?
I mean, it should. It's also old, so who knows?
Well, yeah, but like those cars feel awesome though.
Yeah.
Because they're all wheel drive,
Yeah,
so it feels like they have tons of control.
Yeah.
I feel like just the front wheels with over 300 would feel kind of strange.
It
Well,
scares
it's
me.
interesting because it probably in the straight line would feel the same,
Mhm.
especially with the new like traction control type setup
Mhm.
stuff
Yeah.
where it limits power
Yeah.
until it's got full grip. Like it probably would feel pretty normal. You probably would notice some understeer stuff. I bet it would feel very similar to any like Audi.
It'd
Oh,
probably
really?
be more aggressive though, because at least Audis have like
You'd,
they're like
you'd feel
biased
more
towards the rear.
aggressive
Yeah.
understeer, I think,
Yeah.
because it's only the front wheels pulling you and pushing you.
Yeah.
But that's the stereotype of Audis too.
Yeah.
That's how they feel.
Yeah.
Super understeer. Did you know it?
Yeah.
Sorry, we're gonna sidebar a little bit. With the 2023 RS3, do you know what they did to counteract the understeer stuff to make it perform better?
What?
They have a staggered set for the wheels, so wider wheels in the front
Oh, weird.
to
No
increase
kidding.
the grip up
Really?
front, and then with the new Haldex controller
Yeah.
stuff, they have like drift mode.
Yeah.
Where it can send 50% of the power to 100% of one of the rear wheels.
Yeah.
Like would it be the inside wheel or outside wheel to make it drift?
The wheel with the pressure on it, so the inside wheel.
Inside. So
Yeah.
they can send 100% of power, 100% of half the power to that
Okay.
wheel, if that makes sense,
Interesting.
to help it slide out.
That's
and they
breaking my brain a
they
little bit.
use that. What?
100% of half the power?
Yeah.
So they can send half the power.
So you can
to
split it. Yes.
Okay.
So you can split. They split the power. They split some of the power only to the rear wheels, and then
Okay.
you can take all of that power just to the one side.
Gotcha.
So that's.
you can put 100% power to one wheel.
But you can only send like 50% of it to the rear. So it'd be
Gotcha.
100% of that 50%.
Understood.
What I said
Wait,
made
so
sense.
you're just saying 50%. So
Yeah.
that's just
But what I said made sense.
But it sounds cooler to say 100% of the 50%.
So it does.
All of whatever they're sending is going there.
It uses
All
it
available
uses
power.
that Haldex controller stuff.
Yeah.
And selective braking while you're doing hard corners
That's
and
sweet.
stuff
That's-
to like limit the understeer
Wow.
That's interesting.
and make
That's
it
wild.
perform less like
They've
nose
been-
heavy.
They've been doing
Super
the weird.
interesting.
My old S6 used to have, so they had like locking diffs in the
Yep.
early S4s,
Yep.
and in the S6 they got rid of it and they used the ABS system. So if one of your wheels
Mm.
started slipping, that was like your
Yeah.
limited slip, is it would just like crank the brake on that side,
Yeah.
which sounds horrible for
Yeah,
brakes.
right.
Right.
But yeah, that was their solution. So that's interesting that's like
Yeah, now
brought
it's all
into the new one.
computerized and faster.
yeah, that's
like-
cool that they're
Mhm.
doing a staggered setup like biased to the front though. That's interesting.
Yeah,
That's them
They're
being
trying
like, we don't
hard to
care if
make
it
it
looks
not-
cool. We just want it to be sweet.
right.
we don't have
yeah.
to work.
They're trying hard to not make it feel
Yeah.
like that. I've never really noticed it. Not that I guess I haven't really
Huh.
taken any track day type
Yeah.
of stuff in mine, but I've never felt like understeery. It's always felt like has always felt like the nose is tipping a little bit and
Yeah.
the back's going to come out. That's how it always
Mm.
feels around hard corners. Feels like
Yeah.
that front corner is really like digging in
Yeah.
Right.
and the back's coming out. But I do have a different suspension and wheel setup
Yeah.
than stock.
Well, and that's the thing though,
Hmm.
isn't it? Like I thought with all-wheel drive cars, they do both, but like on an Audi specifically, like coming out of a corner, you feel understeer really bad. Like as soon as you get on the throttle because it lifts
Yes,
the front end
actually,
up. So I
yeah,
think
I
it's
do.
kind of like a mix, isn't it?
If it gets
Yeah.
squirrely,
Yeah.
that's usually what it is.
Yeah.
If I'm coming out of a turn and hitting it, that's when I get the little light
On the track.
little squirrely lines.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right. On the track,
on the track.
right?
Yeah,
On the track. Of
On the
course.
track. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder why they don't. Well, with the offset, that's interesting. The offset to the front being wider.
Yeah. Wouldn't
I
you
wonder why
think
they
that would
wouldn't
mess up like the differentials and stuff?
Not necessarily. It just makes me curious why they don't play with a dynamic camber or caster or something instead.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm
why?
sure there's that too.
Yeah.
There's multiple.
It is weird
things.
though.
How funny would it be if their engineers are here and they're just like, oh, we never thought of that. For real?
It's like write that down. Write that down.
Right.
Well, that's awesome. That sounds like a lot of cool new cars coming.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I have more. Should I take over the sole
No,
episode?
no, real quick because you brought up the drift mode on it.
Yeah.
and I had an interesting update to a certain car that we looked at with the track mode. I cannot wait for you to hear this story because you're gonna think it's hilarious.
Okay.
So a couple weeks back, we covered there's this the new Elantra N, the Hyundai Elantra N. they're like debuting they're building their whole N division of like racing stuff, and so they have like different modes on it. So there's like an N mode and then a race mode or whatever.
Okay.
So some dude got pulled over. I forget where it was in California. Zach,
Mhm.
you're the one who told us about this.
Yeah, this
originally.
is in California.
So
Sorry.
so
I'm getting
California,
too
he
distracted.
gets pulled over, and told that his exhaust is too loud. The cop comes up. I have the footage. We can play the whole tape or whatever when he gets pulled over.
Yeah, so
in
he
a sec.
goes over to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says, "You're making too much noise." Or
No. He says, "Is your car in track mode?"
Yes.
And the kid's like, yeah. And then he's like, well, it's illegal to drive on the street in track mode. He's like, this thing's obviously modified. And he's like, well, you can look under the hood. Like, it's not. And then, so anyway, they have this whole exchange. And so where we checked in last time was basically like the kid's just stuck, like told the car can't be registered now. And,
Yeah.
but what are you going to do? So like, you have to go get a fix-it thing, but there's nothing to fix.
So the
Right.
dealer writes a note.
Yeah.
Basically, it says, this car is stock. It's been unmodified. He takes that to California Inspection Agency. They said, this doesn't show that it's been fixed.
Yep.
So you have to go back and get it fixed.
No kidding.
Because you have to
And they
go
just
remove your track mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they kept going back and forth. And their suggestion was just to sue Hyundai.
Yeah.
Like, well,
You're
I guess you got to
kidding
sue
me.
Hyundai. Like, what are they going to do? Like, just let's trade it out for
Yeah.
like the base model,
Yeah.
not the
right,
N.
right.
So
Yeah.
let me play real quick. We'll just listen to because the dialogue between these two, like nothing like knocking the kid for like he said track mode. It doesn't have track mode. It has
Yeah.
like
Well, he's a
sport
dumb
mode.
kid. I mean, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
like he
Yeah.
got. I don't know if he's a
But
dumb
like
kid.
that-
He might be an adult, but
Yeah.
he just got this like this
Well, he
car is
bought-
like an entry level cool car
He
for
bought
like
an
someone.
Elantra. It's not like he drove around in a Aventador
Yeah.
spitting
Well,
Well,
flames or
you're
whatever.
saying
It's like,
Elantra and performance mode in the same sentence, and I'm still
I know.
trying to resolve that.
I know.
Yeah.
So,
So-
it has pops and bangs from stock.
Yeah.
When you put it in sport mode.
Well, and you can
It
hear
pops
it.
and bangs.
You
It's
can
got a
hear it.
loud exhaust. Like
Yeah, when
You
he's
hear it in here?
driving, you can hear it
Oh,
drive
okay.
a little.
We'll get to it.
But and like so nothing knocking him, nothing knocking the cop. They're all just doing what they think they're supposed to. But it's like this really weird, like obviously California thing
Yeah.
of like now they're stuck in the middle of like go fix it,
Mhm.
ticket your car that's not
It's
fixed
a
or
very
whatever.
California
So
problem.
yeah, if we get into
Man. Why am I getting
Oh yeah, you
pulled
hear it
over?
like pop, pop,
Yeah.
pop.
which these things sound sweet now.
Yeah, they sound pretty awesome.
Little 2-liter 4-cylinder.
Great song.
Yeah,
We're getting pulled down for having that song playing.
I'd be muted. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right.
So we skip one again.
Guys, I'm motor off.
Hey, officer, how you doing?
Doing
Beep his
okay.
name.
Hey, what year is this vehicle?
22.
Why is it backfiring?
It's
Making noise.
I know, it's how it comes stock.
Really?
Yeah, you can check under the hood if you'd like.
Oh no, I'll just send you to the state rep, and what they'll do is send you back to the factory to have whatever. Is it in track mode?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so what they're
No.
going to do here? Let me have your license. So what
Mistake
happens? I send
number
you to
one.
the state rep. All
Uh-huh.
right, state rep, we're here in California. They're going to suspend your registration.
Okay.
You can't drive the car. You got to go take it to the state rep. They're going to look at it. They're going to send you back to the dealer. The dealer has to remove the track ops that you have to pay for. It's about $4,000. Once that's been done, you go back to the state rep to verify all the track modes have been removed. You cannot drive this on the road with the track mode.
Oh, I can't?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
Well, you won't be
officer.
able to anymore. You've just lost this. You're going to spend about $7,000 on this car right now. Go ahead and get me the registration. I don't need to look under the hood.
Okay.
You can't track rally motor illegal
No
on the road.
kidding.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
Well, it's your money, not mine.
Ford Focus drivers everywhere.
What,
Like,
why is
rally
this,
mode?
why is this cop?
He's so. This just made his day.
oh yeah,
Dude,
Yeah.
what is going on?
he
He
must have
knows
been having
exact-
a horrible day
Where the
before this.
With the prices,
No
where the
kidding.
prices come. You're gonna spend about $7,000 on this car
Why is
today,
he
buddy.
so
Yeah,
excited
yeah,
about
no,
it?
you can't
I know.
drive this anymore.
I know,
Yeah.
and the kid's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Like, I think he thought he was just getting a warning, and then he's
Yeah.
like, "No, your license is suspended. You're gonna have to go get a fix
Yeah.
thing."
I was thinking kudos for the officer for knowing there's track mode. And
I
you
know, yeah, right. But then
But-
don't do him
he's-
dirty like that.
Right, right.
So basically, it just kind of goes from there. He just says that, like, well, you can't. It's illegal to drive on the road now. You're gonna have to go get it.
Did they
You have
have?
to go
Did
get
they
it
make him
fixed.
get towed?
Did he have to leave the car right?
Yeah, that's what I was
there?
gonna ask. Did he get towed then?
I don't know.
Like you,
Doesn't look like they.
like
No, I
you
don't
can't
think so.
drive
Show.
from here.
It just ends before. I'm not sure.
Oh,
But
okay.
so there, like the update on this, there is no real like he's reached out to Hyundai about it, and they're kind of like they're not helping him with it.
Sorry,
It's just,
bro.
Yeah, whatever. So basically, in this later on too, the cop is saying like, well, you should sue your dealership because your dealership is responsible for telling you that this comes with the track mode you can't use on the road, and so you should just sue them.
I don't think that's how
so
that
you
works
have
though.
to fix the car, get it deprogrammed, or whatever whatever they would even do. They can't do anything.
Yeah.
So you'd have to do that and then just sue the dealer for all the costs for that.
I mean, I'm
because-
feeling a dumb question here. Like, why not just not drive it on the road in track mode?
Well, now his license is
Or
suspended.
is it because you can't?
Yeah. He
Well,
can,
no,
now he
now-
can't
Yeah.
drive it.
Now the car's stuck. So if he went and bought a new one,
Got
I
it.
guess he'd be fine.
Yeah.
But like he's stuck now because until he gets a note saying it's been removed, the thing that can't be removed.
Yeah.
Hey,
he can't
Hyundai
just need-
dealers of California, help a brother
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Give him a
Well,
note
so-
that it's been
so now
fixed.
that's the guy
Give him a
saying-
note from the
The
doctor.
guy, yeah, right.
Come on.
So
You guys
they're-
do it with weed
So
all
yeah,
the
they're
time.
saying but that's what he's saying, which is absurd. Like it's the dealer's responsibility to tell you that a track mode is illegal on the street. This wasn't, and that's the funny thing. He wasn't even in N mode. He was just in sport. He wasn't even in the loud mode on his car.
This
Yeah.
isn't even my final form.
So yeah. So anyway, so his option now that he's come out and said or whatever is he might just have to sell the car at like a big loss or whatever. I'm just like get rid of the thing and then purchase
That's
something
crazy.
else. I don't know why it would be at a loss necessarily. That's what he was saying.
Right.
You just have to sell it to somebody in a different state.
Sell it to a state that doesn't care.
Or even
Yeah.
someone in the same state because it's just I don't know.
Well, it's tied to the VIN, I'm sure. I'm sure the
Think
VIN.
so?
Right.
I'm
Oh,
sure
yeah.
because
Yeah.
the registration. So they won't register this car with this VIN anymore. It's similar to like if you buy a car with a rebuilt title. Some states will allow you to register
Yeah,
it.
but
Some
wouldn't it
won't.
be like if
Yeah.
I failed an emissions test on my car, that wouldn't follow the VIN, would it? I thought that just stuck with me. 'Cause
No,
it's to the plate, isn't
it's
it?
it's to the car.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. So this car is just like black label. So this is just a track use only car now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Apparently, in California
right?
anyway.
Right. Yeah. In
Yeah.
California.
Yeah, I
But
still
anyway.
can't get over. I'm curious what you think on this because I said this last time we talked about this.
Yeah.
I don't get how like he gets this, but then like 911s, Ferraris, Aventadors can just roam the streets in California and
Yeah.
there's no problems.
Well, they run into problems too.
I was going to say there are.
But well,
I'm
no,
sure there are problems.
They
but-
can't run into problems the same level that this is because they're unregistering the car. They're like, hey, you can't drive this. So like,
I'm sure that
well-
happens. I'm sure that happens too. But
Mhm.
I think with a lot of those, it's
they just pay.
probably.
Well, that
Or they go remodify it
I
or
don't think
something.
a lot of people who have, if somebody has a stupid modifying car, they probably don't register it in LA. Like they probably have like
Probably a
some other
Montana
Car
LLC
lives in
type of deal.
Arizona.
exactly.
Right,
It's probably
right.
something like that. So it's not
That's smart.
tied to
Yeah.
those rules.
Yeah.
And then they just pay whatever legal fee to settle that on the
Yep.
side of it.
Yeah.
Tickets
You
probably
get
easy.
pulled over. You're like, I don't even live here. Like, see the plate,
It's like
officer.
the daily
Yeah.
driven exotic guys all the time.
Yeah,
They're always
yeah.
getting ripped on for that kind
Yeah.
of stuff. But,
Yeah.
So,
but
funny.
anyway, so that's like, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. It's sad. I hope that Hyundai steps in and does something to like help them out.
What do
Yeah,
you
but I don't know what you
because
do.
it's Hyundai is probably thinking the same thing of like, this isn't our like
Yeah.
you guys are wrong.
Yeah.
Like the state.
Right.
Like you're
Yeah.
the one screwing this guy.
Right.
He
well,
should
they're
sue
like
the state
49
for
other
it.
states. This is fine. Like,
Yeah.
why here?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I mean, California's always been an issue with
Right.
more stringent emissions and
Yes.
cars being modified just for
Yes.
California. That's been a
Yes.
problem for car makers all
Yeah.
along.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's so of all the
Yeah.
cars, the Hyundai, in a weird way, the N division must be like, yes.
Yeah.
'Cause,
They're
like,
probably
yeah, right.
celebrating
all
a little
these
bit.
other cars, yeah, their Elantra N comes out of nowhere, and I'm
Ooh,
like, it's an
ooh,
Elantra. And then
conspiracy. This is a Elantra N engineer. This is like a fake
This is
story.
a marketing campaign.
And like
Ah.
he did modify it to be super loud, so he like make sure to get pulled over and really get the cop mad.
hey, there you go.
Uh,
It worked. They're on
The
air
cops
now.
paid off by Hyundai
Actually,
as well.
no. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna piggyback off that.
Okay.
That's what's going on. But he didn't think it was gonna go as far as the cop was just gonna
Yeah.
register.
Oh,
He was
that's
just
why
he was
hoping to
so
get a
chill.
ticket for it being too
Yeah,
loud.
that's why he was so
Right.
chill. It's gonna be cool market.
He
Oh,
gets
I got a
pulled
ticket
over.
for my
Yeah,
You want to look under the
exhaust.
hood?
Yeah,
Yeah.
deep
Yeah.
down, he's like, yeah. And
And the
then he
cop's
gets pulled
just like,
over, and the cops
just
are like,
made
hey,
my
you
day.
can't drive the car anymore. And he's like,
Yeah.
wait, what?
And then he was like, "What are you? Wait, what are you talking about? I can't drive." He's like,
was at this moment.
You're driving this thing for at least a few years. It's gonna cost you $4,000 to $7,000 immediately. Immediately.
I don't know his math too, because he was like, "This is going to cost you at least $3,000, and then you're going to go to the dealer, and then $7,000 later, you're going to."
Yeah,
have to
like what is happening?
Yeah,
like what?
multiplying
Yeah.
quickly.
It sounds like someone who doesn't know a whole lot about cars. Like every time I take it to the dealership, it's like $3,000. They're just killing him with oil changes for like $3,000 every time. These cars are really expensive. We need to electrify now.
Oh, that's
So-
a real conspiracy there.
Oh,
Right,
here we
right.
go. This is what the thing looks like. So this is the thing this is the dangerously illegal car to drive in California because it's forbidden track mode.
I mean, they look great.
They do look really
Yeah,
good.
they
They
look
sound
sweet
great,
awesome.
for a
too.
Yeah.
Hyundai.
So speaking of legislators, so this is good
Not-
legislation, bad legislation.
Not to get political, but
No, so this one's interesting because we've talked about this before, and then there's now this update. So I'm going to read the title. New Jersey legislators want to put an end to in-car subscriptions.
oh,
Yes.
I like it.
So
Yes.
they're
Yes.
trying to pass a bill that basically says like if a car comes equipped with something, you're not allowed to charge people to use it. So if it comes with the thing in it, you're not
Yeah.
allowed to. So it's like
Yeah.
BMW, Audi, all these companies. So
Good.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's the
That's interesting.
stupidest thing that companies implemented.
Yeah.
It's the most money hungry thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Right.
You're gonna give me a Beamer with
Yeah.
heated seats and
Yeah.
pay me 30. You're gonna charge me $30 a month
Yeah.
to use the heated seats.
Yeah. Well, and even like the one that we found this on originally was there was an Audi and somebody had clicked, it had the sync button. They ordered the most basic version and it
Okay.
had the sync button for the climate control. And when they pressed it, it was like, this feature's not been purchased. Please visit your Audi dealership,
No
whatever.
kidding.
And they found out they actually had the multi-zone like AC unit because they outfitted every car with that, but they just
Really?
didn't enable it. So it's just whatever. So it's even
Wow.
like big, like
Yeah.
heater core parts and all this other thing that's just off.
Because
now.
it's cheaper for them as a factory to only make one,
right,
but then they don't want to not be able to capitalize on
right,
the higher trim models,
right,
but they can't sell everything at the higher trim model.
right.
So it's kind of it like on a business
bring
side, it
Trey into
makes
the phone.
sense. Logistics, the
I
logistics.
didn't say that.
What did you say?
Nothing.
What did he say?
I said nothing.
Rewind the thing. This is recording.
Oops.
Like on a business side, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Logistically, that way, because they can say, "Hey, we make the same cheeseburger every time." Right. It's like McDonald's, like just make the same thing every single time.
Yeah.
And then logistically, it's not like, "Oh shoot, this was supposed to go here and go there, whatever." And then they don't have to necessarily. Well, then they can price them up at the dealership.
Right.
They can
Yeah.
say they can just go into the computer
Beep,
and be
beep,
like,
boop.
select.
Yeah.
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 That's kind of
It's weird.
interesting.
So yeah. So anyway, that's
How
kind of
easy would it be to tune? I mean,
Well, that was
we
that
all
was
tune
an
our
article.
cars,
Remember?
like
Yeah.
to get higher horsepower and stuff without adding hardware.
Right.
Mhm.
They already have the hardware added. How hard would it be to just
Well, I can't imagine like we
with
have.
APR and get your heated seats or whatever?
Well, like
you
I
know?
have VCDS. Like I just added the heated steering wheel to my Audi, and it was just you put the module in, and then you just
Yeah.
had to go in and change the long coding. So I
Mhm.
wonder if like there's a way. Like I wonder if you had Bagcom or whatever, you could go in to the Audi at least and like
you
enable
could,
that.
it's kind of like LimeWire back in the day. Like you could get the free music, but you're gonna risk killing your computer forever.
Yeah.
You could do
That's
it.
Good comparison.
Like
Yeah.
you could get your heated steering wheel if that's
Yeah.
what you really want.
Yeah, yeah.
But your headlights might not turn out to mount.
It's like, yeah, I can't
Yeah.
steer to the left anymore, but my steering wheel feels great.
But it's very warm every right turn.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, thought that was interesting. They're like actually fighting back against it, and it's gonna be weird because like there's also like
being lost.
like
Yeah,
my
it's gonna-
oh yeah,
drop.
we'll tighten it back on. Here, I gotcha. I'll hold this part.
keep
Um,
going. Yeah.
Like the oh cool. Well, maybe that's our sign that we need to wrap up this week's episode if all of our mics are falling down.
That's all right.
We're just gonna cut this part out while I fix it. Keep it in. Like we don't cut anything.
Except for mufflers.
Third pedal podcast.
I'll leave
for
that
what?
in.
Except for mufflers.
Oh yeah, we don't do that though.
No.
No,
Stock-
we've never done
stocking.
that.
Only
Yeah.
with
Only
track.
on track cars
Yep.
that are specifically for track or Mexico use.
Track.
Both.
So before we close out the episode,
no.
we good beamer, bad beamer all the time.
Oh,
Always ripping
all right.
on BMW.
Is that why we're in hiding in this bomb shelter?
It is.
Yeah.
We're
Coming after us?
Under
BMW's coming
protection.
for us.
Right.
So we always have a lot of bad to say about BMW, but Dad's got a good thing to say about BMW.
Oh, yeah.
So you have a
Yeah.
new car since the last time you were on.
Oh
here.
yeah.
Right.
Gonna
Right.
Tell us about it because you're repping it. You've got the M hat on this show.
Oh yeah.
Risky
I'm
territory.
excited. Got a new track car this summer.
Yeah.
Put it up.
2006 Z4M Roadster.
Z4.
And so
I just
pretty
gotta-
pretty
I gotta-
excited about that.
Ask super quick.
Yeah.
Because you've said that so many times that every time as like a diehard Beamer guy, I'm like, wait, have I been saying this wrong this whole time?
Yes.
Is it does the BMW community say Z4 or is this your airplane side?
It's probably a little bit of both, but it's no, I do find that I found that getting back in the BMW club, sports car club and everything and SCCA that I find a lot of them do say Z.
It's way cooler.
And it's
It's so
kind of the
much
Euro
way,
thing.
way cooler.
The Euros, like our, buddy of mine over in the UK, he's like, oh, you got a Z4. That's awesome. And so, he just automatically.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And it wasn't hard to go there since
Yeah.
I do all that kind of stuff with pilot acronyms
Yeah.
and
Yep.
things. So, right.
Cool.
right.
Okay. I just was curious because I've always said Z4 and I heard you say
Yeah.
Z4 and I'm
Yeah.
like, I really hope I've been saying it wrong this whole time because I want to say
Yeah.
Z4 now.
Right?
Now you can.
No, it's great. And the best
Achievement
part of all,
yeah.
one of the best parts of all is mom loves it. So, yeah.
Yeah, which has been so funny because
it
like
has.
like to a weird extent always.
Yeah.
She's like,
We
gotta
did
let's take
we went to a
convertible.
CAD event that was at SolidWorks up in Germantown, and then they had a car show at the same time.
Yeah.
That's where the other car mod,
Yeah.
mod car company was
Yeah.
there. And so, it's very first car show. And
Yeah.
anyway, she's seeing, this Jag with black rims and this car with this. And she's like, we need black rims on the
Yeah, that's awesome.
So
She's like so into it. It's awesome.
it's very funny.
You pull
Yeah.
a picture, right?
Very
Yeah.
funny.
There it is.
Oh yeah, there's one of the pictures. Yep. So yeah, and I'm going to do that.
So cool.
I'm going to do a little subtle things to it. This winter, I just want to play with the suspension,
Mhm.
put some coilovers and adjustables on it, and
There you go. Get
and
that
then
compressed.
the exhaust, just a mild.
Yeah.
I found out the MagnaFlow does make they partnered with, sorry, I can't remember who it is.
No, that's fine.
That one of the Euro exhausts, and
Yeah.
they actually make the mufflers for this high
Awesome.
flow, deep tone exhaust, and hoping it's not going to be too, annoying with some
Mhm.
drone, but it supposedly is not.
Yeah. That's
So we'll
awesome.
find out. But I'll do that little mod too, and then I just want to go drive it and
Yeah.
feel it and learn it. And,
Yeah.
excited to get on the track again.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we gotta get to some track events next year.
Yep.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
I'm ready. Like I've got everything
For
set
sure.
for
Yeah.
mine.
You bet.
I got a good ways to go on mine, but we'll get
We'll get there.
Do you guys want to help me swap the V8 from the truck into the Golf?
Dude, that would be sick. You could
That would be
would
a
it be the
series of
worst thing to
episodes right
do?
there.
The Golf wouldn't be the worst thing to
Yeah.
take. It's auto, right?
Yeah.
That's a little tough.
Dude, it's a four speed.
82 horsepower and automatic.
I literally
It
am
would
in
be-
I'm in
it would
fourth
still be
gear
fun.
at 30.
Yeah.
It would still be fun though.
it would be really fun.
Yeah.
I think unironically, I think the Jetta would be more fun.
Yeah, the wagon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the wagon would be more fun.
Does your Golf have independent rear suspension? Because
Yes.
your Jetta does. It does?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. I don't know. Your Jetta would be fun.
that
Or
a-
your Golf would be fun. It's
It could be
small
fun.
and
It's
light.
just so slow.
Yeah.
It's still like it's enough that like there's a difference if I turn the AC off. I can feel a
Oh my
difference when I
goodness.
turn
Yeah,
the AC
that's
off.
bad. That's
You're
bad.
like,
Yeah, 'cause I didn't realize
Yeah.
it until the other day. I was like, "Oh, it's kind of cold," so I literally just clicked it all the way off, and I felt the car go a little bit. And I was like,
That's
"Oh,
funny.
okay."
Well, it
You got
I
your
mean,
10
it takes-
horsepower back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
it
like
takes
the-
some out.
It's like the pass button that like Indy cars and stuff have. That, like do the boost or whatever. It's
Yeah.
just like,
Pass
hold
is-
on.
fold the mirrors in for just a little bit more aerodynamic, and
There you go. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's awesome.
But anyway, well, I'm excited. I'm glad you have a sports car again.
Me too.
Very cool.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cool next
There
year
we
to
go.
get all of them, just all of them out at Road America, or do some more car.
We all got the
community kinda
cool
stuff.
black
Yeah.
imports too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Tyler's excluded.
Tyler's like, cool. I'm just gonna go upstairs now.
Yeah.
But
Anyway,
We'll
rattle
have
can
every
can't
different
fix.
variety because we'll have the Audi, the BMW, the Subaru,
Yep.
and whatever you drive next year. I'm sorry. I keep-
Whatever you get.
Look at you're even the only one not wearing black.
We didn't even plan that.
I guess I'll see myself out.
No, but you do.
Yeah.
You have changed cars as often, at least, as all of us. I've probably changed cars one of the least.
Yeah, the
of
last
you
year
guys.
was
You've probably been. I mean, you're obviously most
Yeah.
dead, but of the
Maybe
brothers,
someday
you're
we'll do
probably
that
the most
list,
of us.
but-
I think.
am I now?
yeah.
Have changed cars.
I think
Yeah.
for sure.
You're
Don't
catching up
say them
quick.
all because then people can guess your bank passwords and stuff. You know that whole scam.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
I don't know. You've been at least a dozen.
it's true. I mean, at least in the last, it's been weird in the last year. Like I found 2 titles in my house, and I was like, oh, like I
Oh,
not
own
You
these?
forgot you owned them.
yeah, like I just like I forgot that the motorcycle was a thing, and then like the Audi title I found downstairs, and I was like, oh, I should keep track of that. Like I used to be way more on top of it, but it's been
Yeah.
like this
Mhm.
last
There's
year
been
has
so many
been
changes.
a lot
Yeah.
of different vehicles.
Yeah.
Hopefully, well,
So
we didn't start talking about it, but the Audi might not be in my life much longer after this
Yeah.
project.
next episode, let's dive in.
Yeah, we'll dive into
But
that
you
more.
very well might have a different car by next summer.
Yeah, according to my track record, I'll have 2.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
We'll hope you stay on track.
Yeah, yeah. I,
found
want to
that-
get rid of
that
the
cheap
Jetta
M3.
next, though.
Found that cheap
Really?
M3
Yeah, that's
in town. That might be fun.
Possibility.
Which one?
We didn't show them that
M3.
yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
I found a white M3 coupe for $6,000.
Wait, I did see this. I saw this.
Mhm.
It's really rough.
We can go check it out today. He's,
Have you
he's
looked at it?
available.
Go trade the Golf
Yeah.
for it.
Tear the interior out, put a cage in it, and go
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah, it
Perfect.
needs it because the interior is terrible. It's real bad.
That could be
Yeah.
a good project for us.
Yeah,
They're pretty neat.
yeah. No, I want to get rid of the Jetta. Although I'll probably get rid of the Jetta just to get another Jetta. I just get like the 1 year newer
Get a GLI.
TDI.
Why would you do that?
Mine's just getting higher in miles and like rough.
Wait, you're talking about the red one?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll probably get rid of that, and then I want to get rid of the Golf eventually,
Mm.
and I probably want to get an E36 next because I've now owned an E30, E46, and an
Yep.
E90.
Oh
So I
yeah.
need to get to E36, and then I can get to the F30 or the F80. I mean,
yeah.
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 So
E36 would be cool. Those have grown like very
Mhm.
cool to me.
I
I've
want
tried
the
to trade the bike for a couple of
318.
them.
I want the 318 Ti.
Yeah,
It's that weird. It's there. Have you ever seen that thing?
yeah,
Yeah. The
Yeah,
it's
like
like
a
little
weird, like-
hatchback.
yeah.
hatchback
the little-
thing. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
like this much of a trunk on
Yep.
the back.
It's
yeah.
like a
Right.
That's what I want.
The
That's what I'm
guy,
looking for.
the guy at the Audi dealer, actually, when I brought my Q7 in, his dad is like huge into like BMWs. He's been building E30s and stuff for years, but he just got a 318 Ti.
Really?
From-
Do you
yeah,
know they
it's-
made a
it's built.
318 Ti M Sport?
No way.
No,
I
you
believe
want to
it.
know what hurts?
What?
I forgot I looked at this car, but when I was looking at buying my E30, I said no to an E36. It was an E36 318 Ti M3 swapped, wide bodied, lowered. Like
Why?
it was like
Whoa.
an M3 318 Ti.
Yeah.
For $5,000,
Whoa.
No.
and I literally picked the E30 over it.
Wow.
And-
Did you fall
Yeah.
that day?
You picked
Huh?
the E30 over it?
yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I mean, the E30 was $600.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So I
Well,
was like, oh,
yeah.
$5,000 or
Well,
$600.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh. I thought for some reason you were saying
still in
this was
school
like a
then.
trade for one of the cars or something.
Oh,
So I was
no,
like,
no, no,
dude.
no, 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 no. I would have never done that.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes
No,
sense.
but it was sweet. Like it was like a little, like had just like little fender flares.
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole M3 engine swap, transmission,
Wow.
everything. It
That's
looked
sick.
awesome.
Hey, I
So-
think our turkey's ready.
You think our turkey's ready?
I mean, it's
Yeah.
that time.
I think, yeah. I think we're all gonna end up with BMWs by next year. That's what it's sounding like. He's gonna get a BMW.
That'd be
I
perfect.
guess it's an R.
I'll
You
get
have a
an M3.
BMW engine in your garage,
Yeah.
I do.
so
I'll buy
I'll
it
find
from
something
you.
to put
we
that
should
in.
put
Something
that in.
with that, yeah.
Dude,
That'd be fun.
should we twin turbo BMW swap
Actually,
the
I
truck?
might need it for a side table for my office now that
Don't
I'm
you
doing
dare.
car theme stuff.
Don't you
That's
dare.
cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll just strip it down, chrome it.
Thank you guys for joining us
Take
this
the
week.
head off so it's-
Happy
yeah.
Cyber Week. Go to thirdpedalpodcast.com. Remember, anything you order, we'll send stickers along with it in a different package, but you'll get stickers
If you
too.
don't get stickers, please send us a message.
Yes.
Because logistically, they're not coming from the same place.
But anyway, thank you guys for joining us. We'll
Thanks
catch you
for
next week.
watching. Peace.